In this video, we're going to make the final composite of the intro animation of text and the robot composition. I'll start by selecting in my project window the text intro comp, and I'm going to drag it over the new comp icon at the bottom of the project window. It's a little piece of film with the red, green, blue icons on it. I'll need to add more time to this composition to put the robot movie in. I'll go to Composition, Composition Settings, and I'm going to make my duration 2 minutes. Once I've done that, I'll make sure the timeline is selected, and I'll hit minus on the keyboard to show me the rest of the time I've just added. Now I'm going to put the robot composition into this. I'll click on it and drag it into the comp window. I'm going to change the order and put the robot composition below the intro, and I can click and drag on the film icon to do so. I want a 1 second dissolve between the intro animation with the text and the robot composition. Putting my playback head at the end of the intro text composition, I'm going to move back in time 1 second, changing 529 to 429. With the intro text comp selected, I'll hit T to get the opacity. Drop the first keyframe for opacity by clicking on the stopwatch to the left of the word opacity. And I'm going to put my playback head at the end of the text intro animation and reduce the opacity to 0. I'll now select the BattleBot composition and shift and snap it to the first keyframe for the opacity of the text intro composition directly above. So now we have a dissolve from one clip to the other. Now before I export, I just want to make note that in the actual animation text, there's also an audio file. And I also want to emphasize once again what was noted in the last email, that the text intro scale changes from 0 to 100 during the rotation process, so you'll need to do that. I'm also going to enclose the Space Odyssey sound file for those of you that might be a bit apprehensive about downloading a file of your own from the internet. Now that I have both comps in and the dissolve I want on, I'm going to go to the end of the composition, and I've put my playback head at the end of the robot sequence. I'll hit N on the keyboard because when I do, it defines the work area bar, which also is the render bar. Now I'm ready to proceed to Media Encoder to export my final movie. I'll go to File, Export, Add to Media Encoder. With Media Encoder up, and once my file has loaded, I'll click on H.264. I'll first name my file where it says Output Name, putting your name and CGPH21, and then I'm going to change the frame rate to 15 frames per second. I'll click OK, and I'm going to click on the green triangle in the upper right hand corner of Media Encoder Q to generate my movie. And that's what you'll email to me when you've completed it.